Hey. Hi guys. So last night I went to bed at um, 1:30. It was about 1:30, and then I woke up today at 9:40, and just I felt pretty good. I just no regrets of what I ate last night. It was high in fat, obviously, with the olive oil and or not olive oil, sorry, flaxseed oil and coconut oil and the avocado. And but whatever, the food's not in the fridge; it's out of sight, out of mind. And I today's a new day, and I had laid in bed till about 10:30 maybe. Um, and well, so then I got up and had a tea, and I had like 3 showers yesterday because it's been in the 30s yesterday. Like I think it got as high as 32 degrees Celsius, and the humidity in the feels like it was much hotter, right? So today, same thing. It's even hotter today, actually. So another day, probably. I'm gonna lay out in the sun, and now what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, I actually did some yoga today too for the very first time in like a super long time. Nothing crazy, just like really light yoga. Um, I just watched some guy on YouTube who's beginner kind of yoga, um, some stand up, and then some down on the mat. But basically, I was just doing it at the stove when I was cooking my tea, boiling my tea. So I was just kind of doing it in the kitchen. But whatever, right? Whatever you can do, whenever you can do it. Don't make excuses like, oh, I need a thick mat, or I need a separate room, or be on a beach somewhere. Like, just I'm in my kitchen boiling some tea, and it's just like throw on a YouTube video and do a little bit of yoga. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is probably do a little bit of rebounding downstairs. That's where my rebounder is. I mean, I could bring it out here, but um, I don't want to do a lot. Again, I don't want to like burden myself or like, give myself rules or be too strict and then, you know, be a time waster. Like, that's what I think, what I've been learning on this diet. Holy sweat. What I've been learning on the diet is, even though it's only day 2, but I've done this before, right? So it's time. Time is of the essence here. So it's like you don't want to burn all your time in the day moving stuff around, getting prepared. Just do it, right? Like, who cares? Like, if you can figure out a way to save some time, you'll definitely be in your favor. So basically, what I'm going to do, keep the jump or the little mini trampoline, whatever you call it, the jumper. I'm going to keep it where it is. I'm just going downstairs. I'm going to jump on it like 60, 70 times. And I probably won't film that because I did that yesterday. But yeah, basically do the same thing as I did yesterday. And then I'll probably jump in the shower, and then I'll make something to eat, like some fruit, like a melon, I think. So right now I'm drinking, so I had my tea. That's all I had today. And then that was about the same amount as yesterday, almost a liter. It was probably like 24 ounces. And then I just started sipping on this watermelon juice that I made yesterday. So I'm going to drink a liter, and I have another liter in the fridge, but I'm drinking this liter right now. Oh, it's good stuff. Just got out of the shower here, and I actually had a 2nd liter of watermelon juice sitting out in the sun. So I, so far today, I had the tea, my own herbal tea mixture, and 2 liters of watermelon juice. And I lounged out in the sun, and then I went downstairs. I did the rebounder for 100 jumps. Then I did some push-ups. I did like 5 real ones. Damn, that's some real stuff right there when you're heavy. And I also did some less easier or harder ones. I guess some easier ones where you're just kind of up against a counter that's solid, and you just, you know what I mean? Like baby steps. This is what I'm talking about. You don't want to kill yourself first, second, third day, whatever. Well, first day, this is our 2nd day on the diet, but you don't want to kill yourself. You don't want to overdo it. It's all about baby steps. But the key is to continue and be consistent with the baby steps. And I'm talking about exercise here, or anything really in terms of the diet, but especially exercise. You do not want to get injured. You do not want to get sore and stiff and can't move and get a kink in the neck, get a sore back. You know, that's just horrible. So you want to take baby steps. I did the rebounder 100 times. I did it 60 times or so yesterday. I did 5 push-ups on the floor, and then I did like 10 up against the counter. And then I actually hit a curl bar. So like for the biceps, I have like about 50 pounds on a curve bar. Maybe I'll show you guys that later. But you know, basically just that's always been set weight I had since I was in my 20s. I just kind of hit it every once in a while. So I did 10 sets of that, or 10 lifts, whatever you call it. I'm not a weightlifter, so I did like 10 reps, 1 set, and that's it. You know, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm probably gonna be sore just from that. So keep it simple. Now I'm gonna have some cantaloupe. These are really small. Oh, and I did want to mention, when I ate the cauliflower last night in the first day, the first video, I didn't finish all my cauliflower and avocado. I had like about a half a cup, maybe 2/3 of a cup left over. And normally, like my mom taught me, eat everything on the plate. Don't waste it. You know, there's starving people in the world. Eat everything on your plate. Well, it's funny because first time ever pretty much, I was just like, you know what? I feel full. I'm not going to eat the rest of this. Okay? Can go back to the earth. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Oh, and when I had the mushrooms and I put it in the coconut oil, you know, I didn't drink the melted coconut oil. It was about a teaspoon or so. I didn't, you know, basically I'm not licking my bowl out here. So I just wanted to mention that. So this is a cantaloupe from California, I believe, and it's very small. I never opened it, obviously, so we're going to check her out, see if it's a good one. So, cutting the sticker off for the garbage. Don't want that in the compost. And I'm not going to cut the ends off like the watermelon, because I want to create like a bowl so I can take a spoon and scoop out the seeds. If you've watched some of my other juicing videos on cantaloupe or honeydew. So I'm just taking the seeds out. This is a good one, by the way. I can just tell by the color. And I think I'll do that later because I'm going to get the seeds out of this one as well. So I'm just using a smaller knife right now because they're small cantaloupe. And what we're doing is cutting the rind off. And I'm gonna eat some of this cantaloupe because I'm hungry. But I'm also gonna juice maybe a little bit. It depends. It depends how much is actually gonna be. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say here is I like to cut the outsides off. I like to eat more of the core. These are so small though. I don't know how much juice it's going to produce. So, just cutting up a little bit to fit into the juicer. Making sure I didn't throw that outside the bowl. One little lonely seed. Okay, just you can tell what's ripe and what's not ripe because the different color in the rind, it goes from green to orange. So I'm just cutting the green part off. And I think I'll just cut this one like this instead of cutting it in half first. As long as I remember where I started. So I'm just cutting down to the core because that's the tastiest. So that is what I'm going to eat, but I'm also going to give some to my son. And that's what I'm going to juice. So that was one cantaloupe. There's no sticker on this one. I did wash these, in case I didn't mention it. Yeah, this one looks good too, and it smells good. It's got nice color, it's nice and juicy. This one's about the same color, maybe a little bit juicier than the other one. Maybe a little riper. So, yeah, this process, I'm going to just squeeze all the juice out of it. And I won't show you that because I've showed you how I did that before. I'm just instead going to cut these up. And what I'll do is maybe I'll skip this part and I'll get to show you what I'm doing with the juicing. So I basically squeezed all the juice out of the seeds. So that's almost a cup. And that's what I got left over to juice. This is what I'm going to eat. It's about, it's probably about 2.5 cups. That's what I'm going to give to my boy. So now I'm going to just juice this. Whoops. Lost one there. Yeah, these are a little harder to juice because they're just slithers. So what I'm going to do is juice these little slithers here and get some cantaloupe juice on the go. And then I'm going to drink that and eat the cantaloupe. And I also have some honeydew melon. I'm also going to cut up and juice and eat. I'm going to eat the cantaloupe first, though. You should, food combining wise, you should eat your melon alone, separate from any other fruit, and also separate from each melon type thing. So like, I know a lot of people will eat watermelon and cantaloupe and honeydew all together, or cantaloupe and honeydew, or other types of melons together. I try my hardest to eat them separate from each other. I guess like it's doesn't really affect me from like food combining wise. Like it does, get a little bit bloated in the stomach, like it does kind of, I don't know. It doesn't really affect me a whole lot, but maybe it'll affect you guys, so I'm just letting you know. I try to mono meal as much as I can, so. And what that means is you pick one fruit, one melon, one berry, and just eat that alone, and enjoy it. And these melons and fruits and whatnot, they digest very easily. So, I'm only gonna probably give myself like 10 or 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna eat the other melon. Anyway, these taste very, very good. I wish they were juicier, but I guess, cantaloupe's not as juicy, obviously, as watermelon, so I'm kind of used to eating watermelon all the time. So cantaloupe's is more dense, more meaty. It's very good, though. I can't wait to just kind of devour that. Oh man, it's the neighbors has a barbecue going on right now. Oh, it smells so good, dude. Oh, it smells like barbecue hot dogs, maybe some steak. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh, yeah, I'm hungry because all I ate today some squirrels going crazy in the woods right now. Anyway, yeah, this is it. I did it again. Same old problem I did yesterday. I had 2 liters of watermelon juice today, and that 2.5 cups of cantaloupe, and then I did end up, I don't know if I showed you, but I ended up with about maybe a cup and a half, which is about 20 ounces or something like that. Or no, it wasn't even, what am I talking about? It was like about 10 or 12 ounces of 10 or 12 ounces of coconut. Or, man, these squirrels are really, I don't know if you can hear the squirrels, but they're going crazy in the woods right now. They're distracting me. Anyway, so I had a cup and a half of cantaloupe juice, fresh cantaloupe juice that I made. I don't know if I showed you. And then I had 2.5 cups of cantaloupe and 2 liters of watermelon juice. That's all I ate today. And I forgot to tell you, when I was doing those exercises earlier with the on the rebounder and push-ups, I also did some squats. No weights. I just kind of squatted down and then stood back up. There's a bug on me. Anyway, so I did some squats, like 10 squats. That's all I did was 10. But I really regret that now, because I did go to the beach again. The waves were huge, and they were strong. And yeah, like I completely got beat up. I went swimming with my kids and my sister, and we went at 3:30 in the afternoon, and I just got home now. I was in the water. It was kind of cold too. It was like probably 1 degree colder than yesterday, and which is about 18. It was about 18 degrees Celsius. I can't think of it that off the top of my head Fahrenheit wise. Maybe like 65, 68, something like that. Yeah, so I was in the water for, it's 8:15 right now. Let me just check. Yeah, it's 8:16, so just got back like probably 20 minutes ago. And so almost, basically 4 hours in the water, maybe 3 hours, like counting, running in and out, sitting in the sun, helping my kids like play in the sand and stuff. But basically 3 hours getting beat up in the waves. Now, like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like my whole body's just like tingling. I got sunburnt, so way too much sun. I don't know if you can see. I'll sit back. I'll just show you. The camera might not be doing me justice right now, showing you the sunburn, but I mean, it's not that bad, but it's bad enough I can feel it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drink this store-bought apple cider from the valley, locally in Nova Scotia. So it's just apples. It expires today. I'm living on the edge here. It's probably fermenting. It's probably like got some alcohol brewing in it. No, I'm just kidding. No, it tastes good. I mean, really, when they when they make this from the valley, it's just freshly pressed apples. The expiry date is not that long, like maybe a week, right? So yeah, so it's still good. If it wasn't good, the whole container would be bloated out, right? The problem is I have one more in the fridge. So I got 2 of these, but the other one, oh, that reminds me, I did drink 16 ounces of this at the beach. I brought it to the beach. So that's added to my food list today. But anyway, the one in the mini fridge is, my mini fridge doesn't work that well. It's like a little mini bar fridge, and it freezes everything that you put into it, even though I turn the dial down. So it's like semi-frozen. So I'm thinking I can get a day or two. I can push that a little further, because I'm definitely not going to drink. What the heck is this? Oh, Okay. I don't see how much this is, but this is at least 1.5 liters, right? That's weird. I don't see a measurement on here. I wish it was. Like, anyway, I'm for sure this is definitely more than 1 liter. So it's like 1 liter, maybe 2 liters. I'm not gonna drink 2 of these tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be lucky if I can drink this because it's pretty strong. Like, it's pretty astringent. So tastes delicious though. I mean, it's got a really nice. I don't know if you've ever had apple cider before. This is not apple juice. This is apple cider. It's good. It's really good. So it's just, I called the company before, and I talked to the owner, and he said there's no preservatives or it's raw, like fresh pressed apples. So it's in plastic, right? I'm not a big fan of that. I didn't freshly squeeze it myself, which I would have preferred, but this is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do what you got to do. I like supporting local. I like the company. I like that someone's putting out raw apple juice, cider. Come to think of it, I wonder what the difference is actually between juice and cider. I think I knew at one point. I looked it up, but I'll look it up again. Anyway, I'm probably gonna finish this for sure. Now that I'm sucking back on it, it tastes pretty good. It's still fresh. So I'm gonna drink this, and then it's getting late, right? Like, it's almost 8:30. So I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat something in the fridge. I mean, this whole journey of this diet is not only to lose weight, right? But it's to, like I said, it's to eat raw. And 8 years, almost 8 years here, vegan. And that was the goal, is to become raw. And I'm probably like 50-50, like lately, you know what I mean? 50 cooked, 50 raw, percent wise. I like, eat 2 meals pretty much a day. But, well, I mean, now that I'm on the diet, I'm just eating fruit and stuff. But, like, if I'm working and stuff, like, I'll just go to work, I won't eat anything. And then I'll just have, like, something, like some bananas and oranges and stuff. And then come home and have, like, 1 meal and then go to bed. But anyway, where am I going with this? I have some corn in the fridge. I have some cauliflower. I just found out today, I thought what I ate last night was the last one. But there's a drawer. I didn't see 3 or 4 heads of cauliflower in the drawer, the bottom drawer. But they're they're so crazy. They're the size of like a softball. They're really small. I bought them they were 99 cents each, so I couldn't help but buy them. You know what I mean? Like, you see a good deal, even if you don't really want them, you just grab it because it's a good deal. So I got cauliflower corn. Still have some avocados, and funny enough, I do have some mushrooms. I could pretty much make the same meal that I ate last night, actually. I might do that just to make it easy, and then yeah, I might do that. By the way, I don't know if I said this. I think I did tell you this. I didn't finish the cauliflower last night, but I did add some honey. I found that it was just to boost the flavor, make it a little sweeter. I added like maybe like 2 teaspoons of honey into the cauliflower. But yeah, because if I don't know what else I have in my fridge. Maybe I'll show you guys what I have in the fridge. So I'll make some, and I'm trying to go to bed earlier tonight because definitely because last night was 1:30, right? That's bonkers. So I gotta get to bed earlier tonight because I'm wiped out from swimming at the beach, exercising a bit more today. My neck hurts. Like I shouldn't even be sitting like this. I don't know why. I think because my neighbors in the backyard, I don't want them to hear me and stuff. But I know I'm being quiet, but we are close to each other here. Anyway, I gotta get rid of this bad boy. Okay, so I just filmed a little vlog here, and I forgot this was the point I was trying to make. The mistake I've been making is A, eating too late at night, B, going to bed too late, and C, how I ate and drank fruit juice. I ate the fruit, drank the fruit juice, and then I went like a whole, 4 or 5 hours without eating and just like swimming. So the trick would be that bring snacks. So bring more fruit. I should have brought like some bananas and some apples or some oranges or grapes. So I would have, you know what I mean, not been so hungry. And then, because if you kind of get really hungry from not eating, then that brings on the cravings of like food that maybe won't be as beneficial to the diet, let's just say, because then you'll be craving wanting to eat, say, cooked food or something that's not going to be, or be like, you might be craving more fatty foods, is what I'm saying. So it's better to kind of snack throughout the day. I mean, I did bring some apple juice, but or apple cider, but I should have brought some oranges, maybe, and a banana. Well, banana would have been hard. Probably would have bruised all of that. But I mean, some grapes and oranges is what I should have brought. But that was my point I wanted to make, was try to bring some snacks with you if you are going for 4 or 5 hours anywhere. Now, don't get me wrong. It is healthy to like just, fast and not always have to fill yourself up with anything. But my point to this is with the diet and me not, eating as healthy as I should have been lately, those, cravings will come in a lot faster if you go a longer period without eating, right? So that you want to keep the window short, your eating window shorter, because the longer you wait, the more your fat belly is going to want fattening food. And it doesn't help when you smell barbecues, and I picked up Wendy's for the kids, so they had hamburgers and French fries and stuff like that, and chicken nuggets. And I used to love. I like again. That's why I'm on the diet, because I used to love eating French fries. And yeah, I was. I got willpower. I have willpower and some discipline. I didn't have any French fries, and I wanted to, but I didn't. And like right now, smelling a hot dog on the barbecue, I'm not going to go eat a hot dog. You know what I mean? So I don't. But it doesn't. Don't get me wrong. I love the smell of certain foods that I used to eat, and it's. I enjoy that. I don't care. I don't want to be like right immersed in it. You know what I mean? Like, but it's good to get a whiff of it once in a while, right? Hi guys, I just want to show you what's in my fridge right quick. It's not much. Some celery, some mushrooms, a quarter head of romaine, some corn, watermelon, another watermelon, some grapes I need to juice up because they're getting old, 2 honeydew melons, and some small oranges, and some cauliflower, and some beets. That's it. So anyways, guys, it's like unbelievably hot in my house right now. It's like heat wave, sweating to death. We have one AC. It's like, it's not cutting the mustard. Kids can barely sleep. The whole, don't even want to get into it, trust me. But I haven't had any time until right now to make something to eat. So this is what I've prepared. It's because I'm hungry, and like I said, I still got some stuff in my fridge that I showed you. So this is what I'm going to show you. This is the cauliflower I made last night. Same recipe. The only difference is I used the Bragg's amino acids, avocado, and Hungarian paprika, and some honey. So that's all I put in that. This is corn with pink Himalayan salt and crushed black peppercorn and flaxseed oil. And this is my olives that I completely am addicted to. And they're stuffed with jalapeno, and sometimes I get them stuffed with garlic. And then there was a couple extra jalapeno pieces just floating around, so I grabbed them. So I'll show you the jar. Actually, they're super good. So that's the jar. That's the thing. Here's the ingredients. I don't know if you can see that. So that's it. Alright, eating this and then going to bed. Oh, and I'll show you how late it is. Kind of embarrassing again.